of his mother and his uncle. No, no, you guys, you are mixing things up. No, I'm saying, okay, I made a video about it. You can go and search it. About Muhammad was born 4 years after the birth of his father, but the death of his father. What happened, that family, you know, the family, they go and they get married in the same night. So let us say, I am, let us say, 70 years old. My son is 40 years old. We go, we get married in the same night, from the same family, even sisters. You know what I mean? And then what happened, that I die. And then the woman I slept with was supposed to be my wife 4 years after she gave birth. So this is what happened. Are you getting the point? So both of them, they have children, but one of them is 4 years older than the other one. So the child, which is not from the son of Muhammad, was born 4 years before Muhammad was born. But Muhammad's father was dead already. How that can happen then? You know what I mean? Anyway, so you see all the reference proving to us that this is a fraud. This is additional fraud of Muhammad being claiming to be from Ishmael. And why Muhammad in the Quran did not get a verse from his God saying, I am from Ishmael? Why in the Quran doesn't mention that? Maybe Muhammad never mentioned even that. You know, maybe this is later the Muslim, they add those stories to their books, right? Well, I mean, it's adultery anyway. I mean, at that time, if you have my book, Sex and Allah, you will see how the Arab used to live. How many of you have the book? So you will see that the Arab, they use even to exchange wives. Even the Quran mentioned that, you know. The Quran, when the wives of Muhammad, they made like a revolution against him. What the Quran threatened them, that Muhammad will exchange them. How you can exchange women? Change or exchange? In Arabic it says exchange. Yubaddil. Mubadala. I give you, you give me. So what the Arab used to do, when like you go to this guy, you say, you know what, even sometimes not a permanent exchange, like temporary, like you are bored from your wife. So you go to this guy, you say to him, can I have your wife for like a month or two, and you take my wife for a month or two? So they exchange. So look what the Quran is saying. But if you back up each other against him, huh? This is the wives are going against Muhammad. Here it says, Allah will give him in exchange a consort better than you. So what will happen here, Muhammad is going to give his wives to somebody else, and he will take somebody else's wives. It's an exchange. Now the Muslim, they say it's a lie, etc. Go and read the history of the Arab. It's an exchange. He didn't say he would divorce you. Huh? He says, it may be he will divorce you, or, huh? And there is an exchange will happen, which means this is permanent exchange. A divorce with exchange permanently, no way to come back. The word in Arabic, you know, if you go, let us see, give me a second. Actually, even in their translation, they are, this time they are saying it means exchange. So we do not need to use this. Yeah, you see here, this is the Muslim website. You can point your mouse over the website, and it says here what is the meaning of the word. He will substitute for him. Even in the other translation, it says exchange. Here they change it. Anyway, so the Arab, they used to do that. There is many kind of relationship between the Arab. Even sometime, if you have, if you want to have a son, and from a noble family, from a good blood. So what do? You send your wife to a man who is very well known to be good, or maybe he is very good looking, or etc. So you send your wife to sleep with that guy. She stay with him for a week or two until she get what she want, a baby from him, and then she will deliver a baby, and the baby will be to the original husband. This is why Muhammad, actually, in the hadith, he did not come with something new. He is copying what the Arab they do. As an example, Muhammad, he says, the child is for the one who owned the bed. Do you see it? The boy is for the owner of the bed. Who is the owner of the bed? The husband. If the woman, she sleep with someone else, the child still is not for that man. It's the one who owned the bed. Do you see it? Which means, if God forbid your wife, she slept with somebody, and you are a Muslim, and now you know that this is not your son, according to Islam, you cannot say he's not my son, because you own the bed. And according to Islam, the real father cannot say this is my son, for he don't own the bed. Do you see it? And here you see a very stupid rule, because now imagine if a guy, his wife, she was sleeping around, and he found that she is sleeping around, and the wife, she gave birth to a daughter, but this is not his daughter. This is not his daughter. And now he knew that this daughter is from the guy who was sleeping with his wife. What do you think he can do to her if he's an evil man? You know what I mean? So what Muhammad here established, which the Arab used to do, is very ugly, because the man, he might now seek revenge from the man who was sleeping with his wife, and maybe rape the daughter, which is not his daughter anyway. And Muhammad, he taught even the opposite. If you go in the Quran where it says وَجَعَلْنَاهُ نَصَبًا وَصِهْرًا, and read the interpretation, you will find that the Muslims agree in chapter 25 verse number 54 that if a man, Islam only consider marriage as a relation for lineage, which means if a man have a daughter and she is not from marriage, he can sleep with her. And I change any Muslim to say I'm lying. This is what it says in their books. We can show the reference right now as we speak. All right? So if a Muslim, he have a girlfriend, and his girlfriend, she delivered to him a child with his son or his daughter, legally, according to Islam, she is not his daughter, because daughter is only a daughter from marriage. The Quran confirms it is not lawful for you to sleep with your daughters. So let us make it clear. Quran saying you cannot have sex with your daughters. But who said that those daughters are daughters in Islam? Which means if it's only from marriage, she is considered as a daughter. This is why a child from adultery in Islam or fornication is not considered as a son or a daughter, and they don't carry even the name of the father, and they don't deserve a child support, and they cannot even inherit any penny from their father. All right? Do we have any Muslim he don't agree? Armani, he is saying, okay, let us show you how Muslims they try to refute me. They cannot refute me, so they say, either they edit my video like Mimi Hijab, potato, or they say this. Why I want to debate? They are asking why you don't call him, correct him. He said, why I want to debate with delusion person. My friend, perfect. I like what you said. A delusionate person. Isn't it this is your prophet? He used to imagine things happen to him, but they never happen, including having sex. So if you are not willing even to talk to me because you call me delusionate, so how you follow Muhammad? Huh? And now he will try to change the topic. Here we go. This is your prophet. You Muslims confirm that your prophet is a bewitched man. What does that mean? He's possessed. Bewitched. So he began to imagine that he had done a thing which in fact he did not. Like what? Like what? Like what? Huh? Like sex. I mean, imagine your prophet is delusional to the point even his sex is fake. Even his sex have no witnesses. His wife was not there. So when you speak about something, this is why they don't dare to debate me, by the way, because whatever they say, I will give them the spank they deserve. You do not need a link, my friend. Always, anytime you want to find something, just type few words you see in the screen. You can freeze the video. Search. Was bewitched, so he's that began to imagine. You know, so if you search it in Google, you will find the same reference. All right? Or I'm showing the hadith here. It's Sahih Bukhari 3175. And Muhammad, even not only this, I mean, even his sex was fake. Read carefully. This is his wife. She was saying the following. The prophet continued for such and such a period of time, imagining that he had sexual intercourse with his wives, but in fact he did not. Yasser Kadri, debate me. My friend, isn't it a shame that you are using a name of somebody else? All right. Don't do that. Grow up. Do we have any Muslim have any comment about what we said, anything we said? Now, here, if you notice, if Muhammad, his sexual relationship, it was imagination. So how we can trust this guy that he saw an angel? How we can trust that this guy, he been squeezed by an angel? Because obviously he was squeezing his wife too when he was imagining. He was squeezing many things. I'm not going to count them. How come Muhammad did not notice that he was squeezing something not? This for sure had nothing to do with his wives. I don't know what he was squeezing, but he was squeezing something. All right? So, and here you see the hypocrisy. The Muslim, they try to attack me by saying things, a Christian prince is a blah, 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 blah. Say whatever you want. I am not a prophet. You can call me whatever names you want. Who cares? I don't really care for all what you say about me. You don't even know who I am. So, the second we show them what is in the screen, they try to change the topic. Anyone can tell me how in the world this person can be trusted? You see, when I was in the army and I finished my service, I was leaving. There was a guy, like there's an office you go to do the papers before you leave. There was a guy next to me. He said to me, I said, oh, you're done? He says, well, no, they released me. I said, what's wrong? He said, he heard voices. The guy, he looked fine. I mean, he didn't look like a crazy person, but he heard voices. He admit he heard voices. And that is in the army is very dangerous, you know. So, even as a soldier, you cannot work in the post office. You cannot work. Muhammad cannot fit to work anywhere. If you tell this story, you cannot even be a witness in the court. A judge will not accept you to witness even for a guy he took a zucchini, because obviously you imagine things. You know what I mean? So how you can be trustworthy? The guy, their own, I mean, the funny is that this is their own books saying that. Who is saying that? Aisha. I mean, first-hand witness. Is that an authentic story? Yes, this is Sahih Bukhari. How this guy can be a prophet? How you can trust that this guy, he saw anything? And look, since he mentioned that how he cannot debate me because I am illusionate, he don't talk about illusionate no more. Look, he's so quiet now. What is your opinion, Aramani? You just gave me your opinion and you get busted. Let's see if we have a growing up Muslim here in the chat. Anyone, any Muslim want to say anything? Any Muslim have a comment? So as you see, Muhammad have nothing to do with Ishmael. Even in the Muslim books, Ishmael, he learned Arabic from the Arab, from Sahih al-Bukhari. It says that he learned Arabic. From the Arab, as you see. So all those statements is a statement of ignorance, even if the one who say them is a Christian. It's okay. I mean, you can, to be ignorant for some time. You know, me myself, when I was a kid, I heard people saying, "Is Muhammad from Ishmael? From Ishmael?" So for a while, I was thinking, okay, he is from Ishmael. How I know? Until you start, you know, digging and searching and studying, and your knowledge increase, and then you will find that this was nothing but a false, you know, statement. And you know, there's many people, they go today in churches, they claim to be teachers, but they have no idea what they are talking about.